Hi,
Yes.
Melvin.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you
Okay,
doing?
good. I'm really excited and thank you for coming for today's webinar.
Right.
So before we start off, why don't you introduce yourself to the mentees, tell your education background and what you're currently working on?
Sure. So, hey guys. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar. So I'll give you a small, brief introduction about myself. So my name is Melvin, and I am the founder and creative director of Couch Potato Productions. So we are a video production company based in Hyderabad, and we do all kinds of video content ranging from ad films, corporate videos, and animated explainer videos, and any kind of video content that our clients need. We offer this to them.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Okay, so since you're the founder and director at the Couch Potato Productions, can you tell us about what projects you work on a day-to-day basis?
sure. So we we are into producing ad films, corporate videos and such. And some of the clients that we work with, range from Radio Mirchi to BMW. And we've also done a documentary film for the Indian Army. And and we also work with several corporate clients like ICICI Bank and Infosys and such.
That's great. That's really great. Okay, so before we move on, I would like to tell all the mentees, if you have any questions for Mr. Melvin, you can drop down in the Q&A box below. At the end of this Q&A session, I'll ask your questions to him. Is that good? Okay, Melvin, my first question to you would be, what are the ad films and how do you plan an ad film? Like hold the plan out version of that.
Right. So basically, an ad film is something that you do. So it is something that you use to convey a message to a particular group of audience in a very short amount of time. So you have basically 30 seconds to 1 minute to you know uh, put the message across to your target audience and put that in the most engaging and fun way possible. So in while you make an ad film, there are some concepts that we use in the advertising field. They're called expression of brevity, wherein you have to put across several concepts and you know uh, messages across to your target audience in the most easiest and the most easily understandable way. So like if you see, right, there are some ads that you think about, like during your childhood, there are these tunes and mnemonics
Yeah.
that you know we are like, it can be something like a catchy jingle or a tune or something like that. And these ad films, just when we hear the tune of it, we get to know that okay, this is that particular ad
Ad.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the process of making an ad film is basically to put across all the thoughts that you want to uh, convey in the shortest possible way. Yeah.
That's nice. I am sure it will be exciting. The video content creation. I myself am a very big fan of video content.
Right.
So yeah, so that's great. Okay. So my next question, leading to the previous question, is who is the actual team behind ad films? Like who are the people who get together and make this ad film?
Sure, that's a very interesting question. So, for putting together an ad film, there are a lot of moving pieces and puzzles involved, but I'll just give you a small breakdown of who are the major people that come together to put together an ad film. So first is a script writer. So we have a person who comes up with the concept and the theme, and there's a script writer who ideates with the client, and they come together and put together a script. So there's a script writer, first thing. Second thing is the director. So the director is the one who makes the vision come to life. So he makes sure that the script is being put forward in the most easiest and best way forward. Then you have the cinematographer, and you have the producer. So producer can be someone who is making things, like he's putting together the whole team. So it can be either a line producer or it can be an executive producer who is putting together different things together, say like from the actors to the cast, location, equipments, permits, and all of these things are handled by the
Brilliant.
production team. Yeah. And then coming to the actual ad film, once the concept and the idea and everything are set in stone and they're approved, then we have the casting. And once the casting is done, we have the actors or the talent, and we also need to scout for the specific locations, or we need to build a set. Most of like some of the ad films that we do, we make a set around the whole thing, and we execute them in that way as well. And then once the script is locked, we go ahead for the shoot. So in the shoot, we have the DOP. So the DOP, the full form of DOP is director of photography. So the DOP will ideally have one or two camera assistants and cinematographers with him, who take care of the lighting, camera movement, and all of that. And then there is the sound, the person who takes care of the sound as well, if there is any sound to be taken care of. So once the shooting is done as per the script, then the whole thing comes to the editing table. So there is a big role of a editor here. Yeah. Then there is also like I said earlier, there is someone who needs to make a particular jingle or a tune, because the ad needs to be very catchy. So there is a music composer as well who's also involved in this. And apart from that, there's also a role of a sound what do you say sound uh, designer. And then once the edit is done and once the edit is approved by the client, we have someone who does the final DI, that is the color correction and everything.
Yeah.
And once the color correction and the final edit is done, we pass it on over to the client, who then gives it to like a marketing team or a publicity team, and they push the ad on various platforms like YouTube and such.
Yeah, that's great. That's amazing. I'm sure this is like one hell of a ride. So many ups and downs. It's not so as simple as it, when you hear it, it looks like, okay, this step. But when you
Yes,
actually do it, it's like way different, right?
yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Are you traveling somewhere? Because if the internet connectivity
Yes,
is fine.
I am actually on. Yeah, so I have multiple Wi-Fi signals.
Okay.
So I'm actually traveling back from a shoot at the moment. We just got done with a shoot, so I just My crew is with me,
Oh,
everybody.
that's
So
nice.
yeah, we are actually traveling back from a shoot at the moment. We're traveling back from a corporate film shoot that we just did. So please excuse the
Ah,
traffic and the
it's okay.
noises and such.
It's okay. Okay, moving ahead, my next question to you is ad films, the corporate videos that you mentioned, you're just coming from it, and the
Mhm.
animated explainer videos and music videos, and many other after movies and event videos, something like this. So, can you tell us a little more about the couple of skill set that is required for these kind of profiles?
Sure. So, these all come under various aspects of filmmaking, and there are so many different elements and things that are come into filmmaking. So, it can be either if you want to be in front of the screen, you can go for the acting route. If you want to be behind the camera, then you can choose one of the different technical things that I have told you so far, like the
Yeah,
different technical roles that are there. So it all depends on what you want to do, where your passion lies in, and what you're interested in. Say if you're having an inclination towards music and sound, then you would want to be a music composer for this particular this thing.
yeah,
So there are so many things. So if you want, if you're very good at writing stories and concepts, then you can be the person who comes up with an idea for the
I do.
ad
Yeah,
film. And if you are a technical person who knows video editing, then you can become a video editor. So I would say that first find out where your interest lies in, and then slowly pick everything up step by step.
yeah, that's good. Okay, my next question to you is what are the important things to keep in mind while you're making an ad film? So obviously, there are so many steps. So for each
Mhm.
step, there'll be these important things. But what are like the major things that we should keep in mind while making an ad film?
So there are a couple of things that you need to keep in mind, and the first most important thing is you need to understand who is your target audience.
Yeah,
Who are you making the ad film for, or who you're making this particular video content for. So once you understand what your target audience is, then based on that you can start ideating and you can start planning the ad film. And also you need to understand where is this going to be played. Is it going to be on TV? Is it going to be for YouTube? Is it going to be for the internet? Or there are so many platforms now, like Instagram ads, Facebook ads, and so many platforms. So you need to understand where is this ad film going to be played at. So once you have these two things, then you can plan and you can ideate and you can take the whole process of making the ad
yeah.
forward.
True. Okay, so coming to the mentees, so for us, obviously students will want to apply for jobs in these profiles, but it's way too tough. Like if you Google, you won't get the correct answers, right? So when students are
Right.
applying for internships or jobs, they want to
Hmm.
work on building a good resume for themselves, for the company to hire them. So
Right.
what can help them build their portfolio for someone interested in this particular field?
Sure. So I mean, the first thing that I would say to people who are interested in pursuing a career in filmmaking is to just get out there and start doing what it is you're interested in doing. Start building a portfolio. Say if you want to be a script writer, you try and understand the format of a screenplay, and there is a specific set standard and a format for a screenplay. Start reading books on screenwriting and film direction and everything. So build a portfolio of your work. So one thing that was very useful for us is we got started when we were in our engineering itself. So by the time I got done with my engineering in 2015, I was able to jump into this full time. So since we started early, we started making different kind of short films, music videos, and animated explainer videos and such. So we started building a portfolio and showing people what we were capable of. uh, Initially, yes, it is going to be very difficult and it is going to be slow, but you just have to uh, go ahead and slowly build a portfolio of your work and show people what you're capable of. And once people understand and know that, okay, this is what you can do, then they will come forward and put their trust in you. And the starting few years, even if you are not getting paid for it, and if you are doing it for very less amount of money or anything like that, you should just go ahead and do it and focus on building your portfolio and showcasing your work.
True, true. Because nowadays, all the students also I see, like including myself, people
Mm-hmm.
who are really interested in video content creation, there's a great platform called YouTube to like
Yes.
just get started. Because
Yes.
YouTube consists of all those things that you just mentioned, the script writing,
Exactly.
everything is by the one person itself.
Yes.
I relate a lot because I know how much work it takes and how tough the process is. So yeah, that's cool.
Yes. So
So
so so
yeah,
I I I call myself a filmmaker from the YouTube generation. So everything that I've learned, I have spent hours and hours browsing different
yeah.
videos on YouTube, and just learning about different aspects of filmmaking, cinematography, editing. I used to watch videos on YouTube all night and go and sleep next day during the lectures in college and stuff. So our generation has this big gift, that we have unlimited access to anything that we want to learn.
Yeah,
So any particular skill set or anything that you want to learn, it's just a click away.
yeah.
So yes.
I just still do that. YouTube is a great platform to learn. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
coming to my next
Me too.
question. Yeah. So
Hmm.
what is the most important for portfolio? Like what are the things that are important for a portfolio? And any pro tips on what to put on the portfolio? So if suppose you were making your portfolio right now, what would you?
Hmm. So I would say that you put up whatever work that you are doing in a very honest and straightforward way. Um, I mean, it's a very vast topic to talk about. Like, say if you want to become an actor, for example, um, I get a lot of people, sending me their TikTok videos as a casting, saying that I'm very much interested to act and I'm very much interested to do things. So they send me their dub smashes and TikToks and everything like that. But what, me as a director or a producer, I would want to see what you're capable of. Like, you like probably act out a scene, or do out a small uh, you know do out a small role in a short film or something like that, or just a basic headshot of a person,
Yeah.
the different profiles of a person. That is more than enough to grab someone's attention. So be honest and just be straightforward and put out something that you would be proud of putting out. And you can always compare yourselves to different people that are there online, and the kind of content that they are putting out. Like, obviously you're not going to start making Bahubali range VFX and things on day one. Like, even when we look back at our first short film and first thing, we really have that cringe in us. Yeah, okay, fine. Like so many years back, we used to do this, but it's all stepping stone forward, and everything takes time, but you just have to keep at it.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so coming to the learning part of this, what websites or courses help in learning how to script or produce a film? And like, if you can share some good websites that mentees can learn from.
Definitely. There are a lot of YouTube channels that are there, that are there. So, Film Right is one of the channels that I particularly follow, and there are so many other channels like Studio Finder, and so many, like, there are like more than, I think, 50 or 100 filmmaking channels on YouTube. And apart from that, there are also now websites like Masterclass. Masterclass is a website wherein you can get courses and content from all of the top industry professionals from Hollywood, and from different uh, fields like that. And even in India now, there are so many learning platforms. I think Varun Agarwal started his own platform as well, called Mento. It's a learning platform. You can learn whatever it is that you want to learn. There's courses on Udemy, Coursera. Lynda.com is another very good website where you can learn all of these courses and everything. So yeah, these are some of the websites that I would recommend people to check out and to get started. And also, I have also done a course in digital marketing from UpGrad. This was in collaboration with Mika, which is one of the top advertising schools in India. So yeah, you can go check out them as well.
Okay, can you repeat the last one which you said that from where you did the course because your voice is breaking?
Yeah, I was saying that there is this very big website called UpGrad. So they're like a learning platform which is
Yeah.
being started by Ronnie Screwwala.
Okay.
And yeah, they have partnered with the top institutes in the country, like Mika, IIT, and all of these different platforms and websites. So that is also something that I would highly recommend.
That's great. Okay, so as you said before, also about the process of ad film, can you run us through the details of process of making an entire ad film, right from the production to the implementation, and then like out at the audience?
Sure, sure, sure. Just give me 1 minute. Just
Yeah,
give me a minute.
sure, sure. Mentees, if you have any questions for Melvin, you can drop down in the Q&A box, and I'll be asking in the end of the session.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, I'm back. So you were saying you wanted to know the process, right?
Yeah.
Of how an ad film happens from inception to the final thing. So it's I told you about the different roles that are involved. It's kind of basically following the same order to that. So first you have the script, and then you have once you come up with the concept and the script, you share the same with the particular brand or the agency. And once they approve the script or the concept, you go ahead and you find a producer and a director who will get that script to life. And we just put together a team and find a cinematographer, find a camera team, and you find casting, you find actors, and you find a proper location, how you build a set, and then you go ahead and execute the shoot. And once the shoot is done, you do the editing of it. And once the editing is done, you do the sound design and the music for it. And once the music is done, on all of these stages, it's very important to take approvals from your client to make sure you are always staying at the client.
Melvin, your voice is cutting off.
Hello, guys, can you hear me? Am I breaking apart?
Yeah, yeah.
Am I clear now? Am I audible now?
You're audible, but your video is getting stuck.
Hello? Yeah, guys.
Yeah,
Now can you hear me?
yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah. So as I was saying, there are so many different aspects and so many steps that are involved in making an ad film. But it's very important that through all of these steps and processes, you take approvals from your client so that you're in sync with what they need and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Your video is stuck, so if you want, you can turn off your video till the time the connectivity is better. Can you hear us?
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yes. I think I have switched to a high speed connection now, and I hope I'm clear and
Yeah, you
audible.
can. Yeah, you can turn off your video till the time like your connectivity is good.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. So my next question to you is, as you graduated from MICA in digital communications and multimedia, how
Yes.
was your
Yes.
experience, and would you recommend any other colleges to apply apart from this?
Yes. So it depends on what you want to do. So if you want to get into hardcore filmmaking, I would definitely recommend everyone to go to FTI Pune, and that's one of the very top institutes in India, and it's very difficult to get into. They select only very few number of people every year, and they have a very strict selection process for the same. So FTI Pune, and also there's a Satyajit Ray Film Institute, which is there in West Bengal, Kolkata. And if you want to get into advertising, then Mudra Institute of Communications, which is there in Ahmedabad, is definitely one of the top institutes. And yeah, there. I mean, like a quick Google search as to what are the best institutes in terms of advertising or in terms of filmmaking will definitely lead you on the right path.
Also, how was your experience when you were in that particular college, MICA in digital communications and multimedia?
So, mm, like I said, all of the knowledge and things that I've learned are, basically from YouTube and, all self-taught. And also, when I went to Mika and I got this course done, um, it helped me understand the theoretical side of advertising, and it helped me understand how to reach my target audience in a most structured way. And definitely, it taught me a lot of things that these YouTube videos would not teach me.
Yeah.
So in terms of the theoretical aspect of it, of advertising and the different concepts that are required for digital communication. All of these things definitely, you know, helped me a lot.
Yeah, that's nice. So you have done BTech in CSE before, and then you shifted your domain to digital communications and multimedia, right? So,
Yes, yes.
like a lot of the students have this thing, like when you enter into the college, then you realize, okay, I'm not meant for this, I'm meant for something else. So, can you give us an advice for anyone who is interested in shifting to this domain?
Yes. So
Your voice got cut again. Can you hear us? Yeah, can you hear me?
free time during my engine. Yeah, I can hear you.
Your voice got
Am
cut.
I audible now?
Yes. Can you start? Can you
Okay.
repeat it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. So I was saying that um, if you are doing something, like if you're doing a course which you feel like, okay, this is not my cup of tea, and this is not for you. Like I said, these days people can do whatever they want to do. They can learn from the internet, and the same thing is what I realized. Because I think the moment of realization for me came to me, say, like when I had like an exam the very next day, I would always doze off and I would not be able to even open my books. But when it came to, editing a video or a short film, I would not feel sleepy at all. My interest would be the thing. So that's when I made a call. Okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I made a call. Okay, this is what I want to do, and then started learning more about filmmaking and stuff. And like I said, more than a formal education, the work that you do is what speaks, for yourself, and that is very important.
True. That's
Yeah,
nice. Okay. So, what kind of internships that you would suggest doing in this field, and where would you suggest mentees to apply for experience and exposure to this field?
definitely. So I myself did a lot of internships when I was in my engineering. So there are a lot of good websites like Internshala 2019, and so many other platforms that allow people to do internships and intern with different people. So internships are a great way to learn from mentors and industry professionals and people in your field. So the experience that you get from doing an internship is always very valuable, and it is definitely going to you know help you learn a lot of things. So figure out what your passion is, and try and understand what it is that you want to do, and see somebody who that you would like to intern with, see somebody that who you would like to learn from, and apply for an internship with them, or try and apply for uh, an internship, or try and apply for this thing. Now that the whole world has gone into a work from home mode, anyone can find an internship and can do anything from any corner of the world. In fact, we ourselves are working on several projects from all around the world. So, yeah, internships are definitely a good way for people to get started and learning, and gaining a hands-on experience in doing what they want to do.
Yeah, true. Also, what are the tools and softwares that you use in a daily basis for editing or for ad filmmaking?
Sure.
Or what can students learn from college? Like when they go in college, do they get to learn all of this?
Yes. So if you were going to a professional school that teaches you about filmmaking, or teaches you about multimedia and stuff, they would teach you some of these tools. But at the end of the day, all of these things, they're just tools, and they're just different ways. Like I myself started editing uh, videos in Windows Movie Maker. That's like the free software you get
Yeah,
with every Windows laptop. So right now, the tools that we use are mostly Adobe products. So we use Photoshop, Illustrator, Lightroom, and for these are for the you know graphic uh, d- uh, d- uh, d- designing aspect of things. And for video editing, we use Premiere Pro and After Effects.
yeah,
Yeah, and like someone just said, Filmora is also a very good platform, and it's very easy to use for people. So Premiere Pro, After Effects, and Final Cut Pro for those who are on the Mac platform. These are the professional, industry tools which people use.
yeah. Okay. Also, like I personally know because I do video editing for my YouTube videos. So, do you think DaVinci Resolve is a good free tool for beginners?
So we are actually in the process of shifting our entire production from Premiere Pro to DaVinci
Yeah.
Resolve at the moment,
Oh, that's
because DaVinci gives you, they're trying to build a platform where you can do everything from the edit to the s- sound design
yeah.
to the uh, the
Color grading and
visual
everything.
effects and the color grading and everything. So they're trying to give you like a one-stop shop for producing the entire thing without jumping from one tool to another tool. So DaVinci Resolve um, is definitely a tool. And also the best part about it is they have a free version of the
Yeah.
software as well. So you don't really have to pay
Yeah.
anything to get started. And also, if you anytime want to buy the professional version, it's just a one-time fee.
Mm.
Uh, you know, uh, it's just a one-time fee that you have to pay instead of paying for a monthly subscription like Premiere Pro. So definitely, DaVinci is a platform and a tool that you should look out for, and definitely something that everyone should learn.
Thank you. Thank you for answering my question. Um,
Definitely.
yeah. Okay. My next question is: any apps or websites or certifications that you would recommend to students to get started in this field, like in learning for this field?
Yes. So, like I said, there are a lot of platforms now where you can learn and you can, get certified. LinkedIn also has some certification programs, which would be very much helpful to people. And apart from that, like I said, Upgrad is also offering some good certification and programs for people. And apart from that, even MyCaptain is also a good platform for people to learn and get mentored from.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are some of the sites that I would recommend people to get a certification from.
That's great. Okay, so that was my last question. Moving on to the mentees question, they have asked many questions. So,
Great.
yeah, so I'll go off with the first question. What is the most exciting project that you have worked on?
Okay, what is the most exciting project that I have worked on? So I think recently after the pandemic, we got an opportunity to shoot an ad film for BMW.
Oh,
So BMW was launching its new store in Hyderabad, and we got to shoot an ad film for them. So, and me personally, like, I love their cars, and being able to, shoot an ad film for them was very exciting for us. So that is definitely one of the most interesting projects that we've done in the recent past. And apart from that, we've also done a documentary film for the Indian Army. So that was also one of the very exciting projects that we've done. The president of India herself at the time, Pratibha Patil, came down and saw our film and gave us a certificate of appreciation. So that also was a very big project that we had a lot of fun doing.
that's great. Congratulations for that. Okay. My next question is Bollywood really unsafe for an outsider, that is someone who is not from Mumbai or Maharashtra, in terms of film?
Hmm. I think I can ask my teammates also to chime in for this particular question.
If you can turn
So
on
the
your video
question is
now, if
Bollywood really is
yeah, yes, awesome.
yes, definitely. So I think my teammates also can chime in and they also can answer this question. So the question is Bollywood an unsafe place for people to start off? Uh, and would an outsider from outside Mumbai be able to crack into the industry? Uh,
Hmm.
would you like to say anything about this, Krishna?
It would take some time, but yeah, we all can try our best and see where we can go. It's all about trying and keeping your faith, keeping your honesty ahead of anything else. Keep trying, keep
That's
giving
true,
your best. Thank you.
definitely. Okay, my next question is how has the coronavirus pandemic affected creative writing with respect to plots? Has it restricted the creativity in non period plots?
Right. So definitely the COVID has affected us in a lot of ways. Uh, but can you just repeat the question once again?
Sure, sure. How has the coronavirus pandemic affected creative writing with respect to plots? Has it restricted the creativity in non period plots?
I don't think so. I don't think so personally. I think it has opened up more avenues for people to explore more plots and more ways to tell stories. Like you can see now, there's a lot of content that is coming up that are based on the lockdown. Things that happened during the lockdown and before the lockdown, and also it has brought forth a new medium for people. Like before, you had to go and sit and be a part of a team, and you had to physically be present to write a story or be part of a team. But now you can just sit in any part of the world and work on a script and create a plot or anything like that. So it has definitely opened a lot of opportunities for people.
True. Okay, the next question is how long does it take to complete an entire ad film?
um Depends. So we have done ad films that have been shot, like shot, scripted, and edited in less than a week. And we have also worked on ad films that stretch for up to a month. So it all depends on the concept and idea, and what you're trying to put out there. So yeah,
Okay.
really depends.
Next question is in beginning, when I shoot some ad or short film, how to get producers for my work?
So that's a very good question, actually. So you really don't need, that range of producers or things to get started off. For me, really, my first producers were my friends, my parents, and like different people who, I used to save up my pocket money, and like all my friends when they used to go out partying, and this thing, I used to save up every single penny to produce, or I used to invest it in buying small equipments, and making short films and investing in such. So you really don't need to find a producer to back you up to do things. Once
Yeah,
you start doing things, and once you start showing people what you're capable of, people will come to you and they will start producing, and they will come forward, like people will come forward to put forth their ideas.
that's nice. Okay, next question is, to be a good filmmaker and actor, is it necessary to do a professional course in the same?
No, not at all. These days, the rules have been changed completely. Um, you don't need to go to a professional film school to be able to, become a filmmaker or an actor. But the only thing that I would say is that, if you go to a film school, and if you go to a professional school, uh, the network that you make of your friends and of your filmmaking friends, that is something which is going to be very invaluable, and which is definitely going to be helpful. So the network that you make and the experience that you have, and you spend those couple of years in film school, that is something which you can't get on YouTube or any new ways. But pretty much any any film school, the kind of content that they are putting forward, you can find the same online these days.
That's great. Okay, coming to my next question, how do you get your first client with limited contacts?
How do you get your first client with limited contacts? So, like I said earlier, you just start putting out work. So, I'll just give you a small example of myself. So, we started making like small animated videos, and somebody from Microsoft saw our work, and they were like, "Hey guys, can you come and help us make a product video for Microsoft?" So you you start doing things slowly, and eventually you will find someone who likes that particular kind of work, and they will come forward, and they will help you do what it is that you want to do, and that's how you find your first client.
Good. Okay, the next question is, she says that, okay, it's a doubt, okay? So I have a doubt, like I can't come out of from my hometown to shoot. So I decided to shoot like animation, I mean, using some toys, thinking to capture too many photos, and I'm thinking to make a video from series of photos. Does this work as a short film?
Yes. If you see on Amazon Prime, recently there is a Malayalam movie that has come out called See You Soon. That is a complete film that was made during the lockdown, and all you can see are phone screens. So you can definitely sit in the corner of your house and start making animated films and videos and such. uh, Definitely yes, you it doesn't matter if you're from a small town, or it doesn't matter if you're from a big city. The ideas that you have in your head, and the way you put them across on paper, and how you put forward your thoughts and ideas in the most creative way. That is what matters.
Okay. So I guess there's one more question that just came in. What is considered to be the average length of a short film, one short film to a full feature film? What is the average length?
So, according to the definition put forward by this thing, a feature film, uh, guys, the average length of a feature film is around 90 minutes. Anything above 90 minutes is supposed to be a feature. Yeah, that is what the average consideration is. And a short film could be anything from 2 minutes to 5 minutes to 10 minutes to even half an hour. Any short form content that is around half an hour to 40 minutes also can be considered as a short film, and anything above 90 minutes or so can be considered as a feature.
Okay. There's one more question. Are there any internship opportunities available at your company?
Yes, actually, that's a very good question. We just posted, I think, a couple of weeks back, a few internship opportunities at our company for editors, motion graphic artists, and script writers. So if you guys are interested, then definitely drop an email to hello@vrcpp.com and send us your work, send us what you're capable of, and yeah, we do have internships open at the moment.
Okay, can you repeat the email ID? I'll just drop in. Hello at the rate CPP.
Hello@VWEARECPP.com.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat it. Hello at the rate VWEARECPP.com.
Yeah, vrcpp.com.
Okay, last one is VR, not AR.
WEARECPP.com.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, just a minute.
There's no V, it's just WE.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this right?
Yes, that is right.
Okay. Okay. There's one more last question. How can independent producer
Sure,
promote
sure, sure.
one's films?
How can, I'm sorry, can you please repeat the
Yeah.
question?
How can independent producer promote one's films?
Okay. So there are actually multiple ways now. So the whole digital landscape has changed now. So even independent producers can come forward to produce their own content, and they can publicize it in various ways. So now there are a lot of OTT platforms that are there, and now more than OTT, there are these ATT platforms. That allow you to pay like a one-time fee, like $100 or so, and you can watch the film throughout the day. So there are uh, different ways through which independent producers can put forward their content, and at the end of the day, content is king. And if you want to promote your content, you share it with your relevant community, either Facebook or YouTube. Share it in your filmmaking circles, and also one very important way which you can promote your own content is by sending it to film festivals.
Hmm.
That will give you like a big uh, audience to showcase your work and everything. So sending it to film festivals will definitely help people, see and showcase your work more. And in case people like your work, then they can also, at the film festival, people can also see your work, and they can put forward your work, and that is a very good way for people to showcase your work and all. I just reached my studio, guys. So I am
I guess you're on lift, so we can't hear you. Can you hear us? Yeah, you were in lift, so we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I hope now I'm audible
Yes,
and
you are.
clear.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. So I was saying that, 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, I was saying that I was in the car for so
Yeah.
long, and finally I've reached our studio space. I'll just show you guys. Yeah, this is our studio.
Cool logo.
Yeah, this is our, this is our first drone and our first cameras, and a collection of everything. So yeah, thank you guys for being a part of the session. It was a pleasure talking to all of you all, and if you guys have any more questions, you can let me know.
Thank you so much, Melvin, for being today in this Power Talks. It was great having you here.
Right.
Thank you. I hope, mentees, all your questions were answered. If you have any questions, you can find him on LinkedIn. He'll obviously help you guys out. And if you want to apply for the internship, I have sent the email ID as well. Thank you, Melvin, and everybody can have a great night.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys. Have a
Bye.
great night. Take care, everybody.